This is The Wheel Weaves, a Wheel of Time podcast with no spoilers. Hey everyone, I'm your host Dani, and I'm the first-time reader going through this series chapter by chapter. As always, there's no spoilers past the chapter we're covering, and that means it's totally safe for first-time readers. I'm joined by my co-host Brett, who's a longtime fan, and he's guiding me on this journey. We'd like to thank and acknowledge our executive producers, Brandy and Kirkwood, Sean McGuire, Yanis, LightBlindedFool, Big C, Deyvis Ferreira, Green Man, Bennett Williamson, Hannah Green, Noralia, Greysin Ishara, Helena Jacobsen, Matthew Mendoza, Sims, Cyndi, Manethraen, Andrew Scarponi, Mr. Boddy's Body, David, and HoneyBunchesOfJason. And before we get into things today, we just want to thank a few people who renewed their annual pledge at patreon.com/thewheelweavespodcast for a whole another year. Thank you so much to Andrea Ramirez, Michael Langer, Big C, Night Runner Prime, Tim Gruber, Darren Douglas, and Michael Roberts. Thank you so much for your generosity and your continued support. Some of these people have been with us for 3, 4, and over 5 years. So thank you so much. We really, truly appreciate your support. In this episode, we're talking about Chapter 26 of A Memory of Light.
Yeah, Chapter 26 is Considerations.
Mm-hmm.
Basically nothing happens. So I think we should just skip it.
Definite favorite chapter.
You want to skip it?
This is my favorite chapter. I absolutely am not. I'm so excited.
Yeah?
This is so good.
Okay.
This is my favorite.
It's a lot of good stuff happening.
Definitively, throughout this entire series, since when did Egwene go to Saladar?
To Saladar, okay.
Because I have loved everything Egwene has ever done. Well, almost.
Like since she stepped into the role as Amyrlin?
Anytime she's had any kind of meeting or something,
She comes out swinging sometimes,
I
you know?
love it.
Mm-hmm.
Even the ones where she just sits back and watches chaos around her happen. It has been the most entertaining thing to read, and I love it. I love it. It's my favorite.
There's some good stuff happening here.
And there's so much that I was like, told you so. Told you so. Told you so.
Okay, so we'll get to it. So for the fun fact today, I'll keep it short and sweet. It's a two-parter, though. So for the first part, I just want to plug that we are now officially past the halfway mark in this final book.
Whoa, are you serious?
Pretty huge, and we're pretty close to 500 episodes as like regular release stuff.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
It's like this is I think 495 of everything we do on regular.
You know
release?
Who keeps track of how many episodes we have?
The internet?
No, scammers.
Oh, do they? Oh yeah, because we get those emails that's like, notice you. Hi, the Wheel Weaves podcast.
Hi, the Wheel Weaves podcast: a Wheel of Time podcast. Noticed you have great engagement.
Yeah.
Would you like us to promote your podcast?
Yes.
Noticed you have 400 and something episodes.
Yeah. Now that's the first part. I thought it was pretty exciting too because we're coming up so quick on the end of this book. I think we should be done by this calendar year.
I know you said that already.
It's the year.
But the way you typed it out, though, like it's April, and you said we're not going to be done until December.
Right, like the last day.
So the last half of
day
the
December.
book
is
going to go by a lot slower.
Maybe.
Actually, no, hold on.
Maybe.
Because we started this in August.
Yeah, we did this I think we had this conversation at our Q&A.
Oh, yeah, that's 7 months.
Right, yeah. But I mean, it's flying by. It's flying by so quickly.
But from now until December is like more than 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
So
just go with it, okay?
Okay.
But the second half of this fun fact is I want to plug our own.
Oh.
Yeah.
You do?
Our new projects, because we made an announcement on Discord this past weekend about what we are starting for the future for the Wheel Weaves. And that is going to be a little bit of a rebrand. If you've been to our wheelweavespodcast.com website, you'll notice you get redirected to Prairie Forge Media, which is now going to be our
new production company.
Yeah, like the new production company that's going to be the home of all of our new stuff coming out. And that includes one of the newest podcasts that I'm doing, which is Roll for Insight, a D&D podcast where I just get to nerd out about stuff by myself and talk about facts and deep dives and discussions. And I do throw fun facts in there too.
Do you?
So I do. So I like that one. You're not a part of that one, but
I'm not.
We also have a few more a few more things in the works here.
No, never.
Yeah.
That one's not for me.
Yeah, that one's not for you yet.
Mm-hmm.
But give it 10 years and I might get you to play D&D. Because remember that one time, it was like 5 or 6 years ago, you tried once for like a half a session.
I tried for a whole session.
No.
Yes, I did.
No.
Yes, I did. It felt like an eternity.
Yeah. No, we kept playing after you left, though. Anyways.
I'm pretty sure I was pregnant.
You were. That might have been the reason
like,
why.
I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It wasn't horrible. That's rude. It was just so slow moving.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, God, can't we just, like, move it along?
And here we are. How many years into this podcast are we?
This is different.
It feels the same. Feels the same. But we also are going to be branching out with new podcasts now that we're coming to the close of this one within the next 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 months. We'll see how long it actually goes. So we need a home for all of it.
You're going to say 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But anyways, just want to make sure we get the word out so people can check out the new website. People can listen to the new podcast. Yeah. And if you can always help out by doing the things like liking and following and the comments and the reviews and all the things that help make podcasts get known, we'd super appreciate it.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now I really do want to talk about this.
Let's get into it. I'm so excited for this chapter. Yeah. It's
gosh.
pretty solid. It's pretty good.
So chapter 26, considerations, and our chapter symbol is the flame of Tarvalin.
Yeah. You know what? One of the few times that I cheer for the Aes Sedai, like doing awesome things here.
Oh my. And
specifically, I mean, she does such a good job.
It's just Egwene. I have one criticism.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with Egwene and everything to do with the writing.
Okay.
Maybe just because I listened to this chapter before I read it, it was one of those irks that I picked up on. You know, if you hear the word Tempest too many times.
Right, okay.
You're like, so Egwene is about to meet Fortuona/Tuon.
Yes.
And so this whole perspective is this meeting that I've just been waiting for, and it's excellent.
Right.
Egwene calls Tuon woman too many times.
Oh, okay.
I thought one was too many because I didn't think that was really an Egwene thing to do. But
just like woman or like this woman? Because I did not.
No. It was like,
yeah.
Are you listening, woman?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like, at least 3 times, maybe more.
Mm-hmm.
It was off-putting, and I didn't like it because it almost felt like a Matt-ism.
Yeah.
Like, because Matt would be like, are you listening, woman?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think now, like, do you think that she's, I mean, we can talk about this too, but was it because she doesn't want to say her name or give her a title? Or was it intentional, or is it just a writing thing, do you think?
I think it's just a writing thing.
I honestly didn't even really notice that at all, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm going to follow along in the chapter as we go.
Okay.
And yeah, but you haven't even mentioned my pretty purple drink.
Yeah, that you walked in here so slowly, balancing, teetering.
Well, okay, I had to actually...
Almost spilling.
I had to tweak my Empress.
Okay.
I had to tweak the May She Live Forever because, I don't know, something weird was going on today. My ratios were off. It was like too tart and not great. And you know what? This conversation also tart and not great. So I had to like sort of tinker with it. And then there was too much in the glass.
Yeah, I noticed it was very full.
It's
like
full.
Right up to the top there.
But it is my Empress gin while we talk to the Empress.
Awesome. Okay.
So now we're starting off Egwene's perspective, and she's talking to Gawain, and he's like, I don't like fighting with those Shancha and Egwene. And she's like, yeah, me neither, bud.
Yeah, it's so funny that he's like at the bookends of this perspective. Like he's at the very beginning and the very end where it's like, this is bad. And it's like, yeah.
And she's like, yeah, but what choice do we have? Because the stupid Rand and also the stupid Sharans and also the stupid Shadow.
Yeah.
And this is really annoying, and I'm going to try to work with them, but I hate this.
Well, yeah, it's the enemy of my enemy is my friend situation. Like we literally don't have a choice. We need the Shanchan right now and the Damani to fight the Sharan channelers. Like it sucks and I get it, but we do, like we are in such a bad position right now as the Light and as the White Tower faction here. We are not doing well.
No. Bad, in fact.
Yeah, you could say that.
And when we get to our next perspective, we can talk about why.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have theories.
Okay. Don't bring up that perspective yet.
I'm too excited.
There's too much.
There's too much. I'm so excited. Okay, let's focus on this because it's so good.
Okay, so this meeting between Fortuona and Egwene is going to happen. We're like right on the precipice of it here, and it's taken hours to schedule this thing because nobody wants to like show any like Egwene's not going to their camp and Fortuona's not going to Egwene's camp, so they have this like middle ground meeting area that they're doing here. So there's a lot of setup.
So long to come to a decision about how and when they would meet.
Yeah, it's like so much posturing, and they're not even, I don't even think they're sitting. They're both standing.
Well, they're supposed to be both standing.
Yeah.
But when Egwene gets here, Fortuna's already here, and that annoys her because she wanted to show up at the same time.
Yeah, so it's like there's this whole thing, and Egwene, for the record, has already received reports on Fortuna, so like she knows what to expect.
Except seeing her, though, it feels a little different.
Yeah.
Because she's not just this spoiled child from nobility.
Yes,
That's what she's expecting, like this adolescent.
Yeah.
Because all reports say that she's tiny and like a child.
And she is tiny, but like she is a tiny physical stature of a person.
Yeah.
But she's also, I mean, we know Fortuna, we know Tuon, so yeah, it goes about as well as you think it might.
I actually think it goes better than I thought it was going to.
It is real close. It's real close to not going well at all.
I wish
it's like so close.
Yeah, it goes pretty good for Egwene.
Honestly, like I don't want to necessarily throw Matt in here and say he's the reason it.
I wish it went worse for Tuon and better for Egwene, but it feels pretty good. Like this feels like a win.
Yeah. Okay.
Like we come for Egwene.
Okay.
Like we come out of this, I think, on the high ground.
Sure. Okay. You know what? I think I can get behind that too.
Okay.
So let's get into the actual meeting here, because Fortuna is going to start it off. We're going to start swinging right at the beginning here.
Well, a little, because she's like, I'm going to talk to you with my own voice. And then everybody's like,
yeah, all the blood nobles.
I can't believe it.
Oh, my goodness. Well, and then it's like the explanation that she follows. Like, I'm going to speak to you with my own voice, even though you're Mareth Damani. So, like, it's something that I can do because the Empress can speak to Damani. So it's totally fine what I'm doing. So you're already starting this conversation by undercutting.
She didn't quite say it like that. And she wasn't really, I don't think she was going to until she's like, I've decided I'm going to speak to you like a queen of these lands.
Right, yeah.
Because that's how I'd prefer to picture you right now.
Yeah.
And then Egwene says,
No.
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 You can talk to me exactly as I am.
Yeah.
Which is a channeler.
Yes.
And then that's when Tuon says, fine, I can talk to Damani. I've trained them.
Yeah.
That's fine for me.
So, I mean, I'm going to say that it is still Fortuna, like, undercutting right from the get-go, trying to, like, reposition Egwene's role in these lands as just a queen and not as the Amyrlin seat. Because, I mean, they are completely opposite factions. Like, they stand against everything each other stands for. Like, they're total opposites. So.
No, agreed.
Yeah.
And I like Egwene's line. I'm going to read so much of this because I'm just going to read the chapter. Everyone just ready?
Buckle up. Okay. Okay. But yeah.
I have considered myself, Egwene said, whether it would be appropriate to speak to one such as yourself who has committed such terrible atrocities.
Right.
And then that's when Fortuna's like, no, I'm going to talk to you like the Mareth Damani that you are.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like shots fired on both sides. It's great. And then Egwene says it best. She says, like, well, what did you expect? Like, this is, of course, it's off to a rocky start here. A tenuous relationship.
Yeah. I'll speak to you directly as well, Egwene says. For the Amyrlin judges many trials, she must be able to speak to murderers and rapists in order to pass sentence upon them. I think you would be at home in their company, though I suspect they would find you nauseating.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she's doing it.
It's getting off so good.
Yeah. Like, and this is like, we're on the second, this is like the second paragraph.
And then Tuon is so good too, because she's just like, well, I can see this is going to be challenging.
Yeah. It's like, come on, what are we expecting here?
Yeah, you expected otherwise? Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah, because some of the points that are brought up, Egwene says, well, you still hold a bunch of my sisters captive, and you should have just killed them instead of collaring them. So it's like this whole back and forth thing. And I personally love the next little segment here because Fortuna goes into the part where she's like, oh, well,
she goes a little bit on the offensive.
She does.
Instead of, like, she takes the bait a little bit.
She does. Oh, yeah, she bites in the worst way because she doesn't know.
She's like, well, I believe that if you were collared, you would find it wonderful.
Yeah, and Egwene's like, oh, you don't...
You would be free.
You don't know, do you?
And you would feel so good, and... We don't treat our Damanis terribly. We treat them very nicely, and they have lovely lives.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love how Egwene's like, oh, you don't know, do you?
And she's like, I know everything.
And if I
don't, my empire knows it because I am the empire.
So technically I do know it, even though I don't know it. So then, I love it because then it's like the huge bomb being dropped by Egwene. He's like, hey, did you know? Because apparently you didn't.
Delightful.
I was.
Delightful.
And she drops the bombshell that she was Damani.
Does your empire realize I was Damani, collared by you?
Yeah.
In Falma?
The Falma thing, and she brings up that whole ordeal, and it's very clear that Fortuona is not happy about that, and she didn't know about it.
Yeah, and she said, I found no peace there. I found pain, humiliation, and terror. And before we talk about Fortuona's lack of rebuttal, this is the first instance of, yes, I wore your color, woman.
Oh, okay, yeah, so there it is.
I found no peace there.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
But now she doesn't exactly have a very good rebuttal to that because she wants to yell at Matt.
Yeah.
Chuan does.
Yeah. So that's actually kind of interesting too. So with the woman thing, I totally get where it could be a writing, just like a writing style. But then on the flip side, trying to back up my previous comment of just like maybe to try and give a rationale as to why she might, whether it's true or not.
Yeah.
But like maybe Egwene doesn't want to like give like credibility to like Fortuona's title as the Empress, and she doesn't want to call her Fortuona. She doesn't want to call her like the Empress or something like that, you know?
Sure.
So just trying to like bring her back to like being a human as an equal kind of mentality. Like maybe, I don't know. It could be completely wrong.
Because I would say that she probably just doesn't have to say anything. She could say, yes, I wore the collar.
That's true.
And then like move on.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to even address her at all.
Totally fair. Okay, now let's talk about Fortuona being very upset with Matt specifically. Yeah. So funny.
So somebody pointed out, you know, when we were talking about no tie and then like no ties?
Yes, yeah.
Somebody else pointed out that it also could be pronounced not I because he has...
Oh, okay. Like it's kind of it's an Uno situation.
It's an Uno situation. He only has one eye.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I was reading from the.
I know. I just thought that was funny.
The Origins book. So apparently,
yeah.
But I get that too. So this is probably one of my favorite introductions to like Matt being a character again.
Hey,
yeah.
Egwene.
So he's standing there all dressed up in the Shanshan robes and stuff, and Egwene sees that Fortuona is talking directly to this one guy, and she's like, "Oh, that guy who's dressed like nobility." And he has an eye patch and is like, what is happening? And then Egwene's immediate thought is that Matt is like masquerading as a Shanshan noble.
How can I save him?
She's like,
oh
no. Yeah, like how did he like get his way in here? This is bad. Maybe I can barter something to get him free. But like, what has he done to himself?
Yeah, because her brain is like trying to make sense of this.
Like, why the hell is Matt here? Mm-hmm. And why is and then Matt gives, I think the writing says it's like it's a half wave, kind of embarrassed, and it's just so funny.
Hey, Egwene, how's the White Tower?
Still white.
White?
Like, so good. It's so good. Like, it's such a funny line, and it's so funny just to think of Matt in this situation. But yeah, so Fortuona says, yeah, this is or was Matt Cawthon, but now he's no tie. And then we have like this whole back and forth where Egwene is now processing that Matt is the Prince of the Ravens.
Yeah.
And like how this all came to be.
And she's actually like pretty funny about it too. Because she's like, oh, Tuon, you let yourself get too close to a Taviran and you got wrapped up in this, didn't you?
And it's so funny because Fortuona thinks, oh, a foolish superstition to the Taviran part.
But not omens.
Not omens.
Omens aren't foolish superstitions.
Omens are real.
They're real.
Taviran, not real.
Stupid.
Which is kind of funny, too, because they're like Archer Hawkwing descendants. And Archer Hawkwing is like, that was the next most powerful Taviran besides like Rand. So it's funny that gets lumped into their superstitions. That isn't real versus what they feel is real. So
foolish superstitions.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
But anyways, now Matt's in trouble.
For sure. But at least Matt's not getting dragged into Shal Ghul. He's happy about that. But he also does tell Egwene, like, I'm good. It's fine. Don't worry about me.
And Fortuona's like, we're going to talk about this later.
Yeah, because again, he didn't tell, like, he did know that Egwene was Damani.
And it will not be pleasant.
Yeah, didn't bring that up. Didn't think that was relevant information.
Yeah.
Because apparently, and this is probably, like, this is why Fortuona says, like, this is an issue, is because there's a difference for the Empress talking to a Mareth Damani or a Damani versus a former Damani who's escaped. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's like a difference. And Fortuona says, like, people will talk about this. So she definitely gets thrown off a little bit by this. Like, she didn't have the information.
Yeah.
Matt totally
I know.
sandbagged her
and this
here.
whole time,
Yeah.
I'm just yelling at Egwene to tell Tuon
yes.
that she can channel too.
I know, dude.
The whole time.
Tell her everything.
The whole time.
Don't worry, we get there.
I know we do, but it's like takes too long.
It's for it's the right moment that she has to drop more bombshells on this whole situation. Because first we got to get back on track to the the purpose of the meeting.
Okay.
Because we're shouting at each other. We're like Egwene and Fortuana, they're shouting insults at each other.
I don't think that Tuon ever shouts.
Okay, well, I'm being...
You know what I mean?
Hyperbolic here.
I know.
Yeah, they're insulting each other back and forth as leaders of their separate nations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Tuon is scolding Matt.
Yes.
More than she's yelling at
publicly, everything. So first we have to talk about borders because Rand has set the signs.
What the hell did Rand promise?
Yeah. So we do need the specific details because Egwene also cares about the specific details of what Rand promised. So we get the technical aspects here. The Seanchan get to control Altara, Amadicia, Terrebonne, Almouth Plain, and that leads to the Seafolk Islands in Tremalking that Egwene wants to know about because, technically coming across the ocean, they conquer that area.
Yes.
Now, Fortuana tries to wrap up the islands into their...
Oh, it's part of it.
It's part of it because we already got that, even though Rand didn't technically include that. That was an oversight, if you want to call it that. So, of course, they belong to the Seanchan. They're not any of your concern, Egwene. But, of course, Egwene's going to disagree, hard no on that. And she says, no, the Seafolk Islands and Tremalking are not getting lumped into this deal. We are renegotiating this deal. You don't get that.
Yeah. And Egwene has fought so hard to get seafolk and kinswomen and wise ones all on board with her new peace treaty with the White Tower of you're connected to us. She's worked so hard on that.
Well, we're not just throwing away the seafolk and all their channelers to the Seanchan. Yeah, so
but we skipped another woman.
Oh, we did? Okay, another instance of
Yeah, so Egwene's asking what are the borders?
Right.
And Tuon's being cagey.
Yep.
And Egwene says, be more specific. Tell me with your own voice, woman, what borders?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. It is the Tempest situation.
And then it was just another, and it was just not even a page later. I just felt, again? And then there is going to be another one.
Yeah.
So it's just too much.
It's a Tempest situation, you're right.
It also doesn't sound, I don't know if Egwene just calls people woman.
Yeah.
Like that, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
That's more of a Swan thing. Maybe she's picking it up from Swan.
Okay. I feel like there'd be more fish included in this.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, not the most important part about this.
But,
Okay. So I want to get to this next part here. So now Fortuana is being a little bit thrown off here, it seems, from Egwene saying, no, Tremalking, the Seafolk Islands, not part of the deal. And she tries to play the card, hey, you know what? We can just leave. We actually don't need to be here right now.
But it seems like you need us pretty bad because I've seen how terrible you're doing.
Yeah, which it's fair. That's totally fair. And Egwene's like, hey, well, if the Dark One wins, then all of... At best, all of existence.
Fighting the shadow.
Yeah, it ends. And at worst, the Dark One remakes the world in his own image of whatever crazy horribleness that would be. So, no, you're not just going to leave. That would be bad, too.
Yeah.
Now, as much as I don't want to agree with Fortuana here, I'm going to, because I think she makes a really good point. Because she says, you're assuming that if you lose, if the Aes Sedai lose here, then that means that the Dark One wins. And that's not how I see it. And I agree with her. Technically, if the Aes Sedai lose and their entire army gets decimated, that doesn't necessarily mean the Dark One wins.
That's right.
The last battle does not hinge on the Aes Sedai. Yes, it would weaken the position of the Light because we don't have one of our main factions. Sure, but it's not like if Rand loses his fight, then the world ends, or whatever else you want to call it. If the ice, or if Caemlyn falls.
And the rest of the world will be in a lot more chaos.
Sure.
If we just let the Trollocs overrun this place.
Yeah.
100%.
But it's not it's not a necessity that the Aes Sedai have to survive as a faction at the end of this age. So as much as I don't like to agree with her, I'm going to agree that she has a good point. And then she goes into the whole like, hey, we can go back to, Shanshin and we can get an army and we can come back on our own time, like whatever.
Okay, good luck with that, Fortuna.
Yeah, so that's obviously like a big bluff too, because we know, and Egwene also knows that Shanshin is in turmoil because like that whole that whole plot line.
Yep.
Now, the interesting part here that I think is kind of neat is that the conversation gets switched back to Tremalking and the Seafolk Islands, and Egwene is bringing up the technicality that they don't have any legitimate rulers, so it shouldn't count.
Yeah. You have to have lands to hold the...
Yeah, and
or you have to have lands. You have to have rulers holding those lands.
Yes,
That's
and like rulers from the Seafolk Islands and like the Shansh and Tremalking that like accept you in the leadership role for you to claim those lands. And it seems like Egwene is a bit surprised because Fortuna actually agrees with her, and she's like, "Yeah, I guess technically you are correct." And she could have said anything like, doesn't matter. But the Shanshin have this weird thing that makes sense to them where they do seem to care about the technicalities of leadership and rulership. Like, just look at Beslan and Abu Dar. Like, they want the rulers of their own countries to be under them, but still ruling their nation.
So they don't have to do it. Yeah.
So Fortuna actually agrees to leave Tremalking and the Seafolk Islands off of the Shanshin plate because of this technicality that they don't have the proper rulership in place.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny, but like, yeah, it worked.
Yep, I agree.
Like it's I like it because it's consistent to the thinking of the Shanshin way of taking over land.
Yeah. So because Fortuna says this is a good argument.
Good argument. Okay. Deal. Yeah. And also you could make the argument of like, okay, like, does it actually matter?
They're foolish to reject our peace offer.
Yeah.
And we could probably get them to do it.
Exactly. So like, does it matter? Yeah. Does it matter to them? Maybe, maybe not. But it's just interesting that she does agree to it right now. But now Fortuna's going to have a condition of her own to add to this. So if we're going to do the whole Tremalking Seafolk Islands thing, we want a new condition here. So, and this is also really kind of neat big picture wise of like, I like it. I like it, as crazy as it is.
It really does a very nice view of painting a picture for two people having a conversation who have completely opposite worldviews.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But it's just like letting another culture come into your land, but it's the exact same way that the White Cloaks are allowed to do it. And that's the example that we're going to kind of go with here too. So basically the premise is here, any Merith Damani that wants to come to Abu Dar to be collared must be allowed to do so.
Sure.
Egwene is shocked that Fortuna thinks that anyone would want to, number one.
It's like, so you really think that people want to?
And yes. Fortuna says yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Because probably in Shanshan, if like a lady starts channeling and doesn't go willingly to submit herself, then there's huge repercussions probably for her whole family and all these things. So
quite possibly,
seems like I'm just
but also people are crazy. Like I would absolutely say that there are people in Randland who would go to be collared. It will happen under these conditions. There are always people who are crazy. Just to take a separate reference here, like for the book World War Z, I really like that one.
Yes, I know you do.
Right,
yeah.
One of the things that it talks about in the book World War Z is how there's people who like pretend to be zombies.
Yes,
because they're
people are nuts.
People are nuts, but that's the truth of it. People are nuts, and if you have proclamations and say like that's what Fortuna is saying, like if you believe that no one's going to want to, then you shouldn't have any problems letting us have like emissaries come and spread the word about it. Absolutely, you will get people who want to go and be collared. It will happen. Mm-hmm. So then Egwene says, well, this needs to be equal then. So you need to let us have emissaries go to your place.
It's like a Galad situation with the White Cloaks, right?
It is.
The White Cloaks are like, come to us. We're spreading the good word of the light,
exactly.
blah, blah, blah. And Galad's like, yeah, that sounds great. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, even if it like kind of sort of fits or it kind of doesn't sort of fit.
Or if they're lured under false pretenses.
Exactly.
Of peace and freedom and...
Mm-hmm. Yes, but like that's the thing. There will be people who go. And that's the thing about like emissaries with White Cloaks. They're allowed into other nations to go and preach their word. That is allowed because it's almost like if you try to stifle it, it'll grow even worse because people will still talk about it.
Yes.
If you try to cover it up completely. So you almost have to have this open dialogue about these kinds of issues.
Yeah. I do still stand by Tuon's way of thinking.
Okay.
And what she sees as, no, lots are going to come.
Yeah.
They want this.
Yeah.
Because of her experience
For sure.
in her life.
For sure.
So, yes, you might have, like, people who get suckered in or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's to the extent
that she thinks it's going to be.
Or the reasoning.
Yeah.
That Tuon believes it to be.
Right. Yes. No, and I agree with that too. But what I'm saying is Egwene thinks that there's going to be 0. There will be some, for sure. And then vice versa. Egwene says, well, this has to be equal. If you're going to have emissaries, then you have to say anybody who doesn't want to be a Damani has to be allowed, gets to leave and come here. And then I'm thinking, let's do that. That's great. Let's have emissaries go to Seanchan, because then Egwene's like, heck, if you let us do the vice versa thing, I'll pay for your room and board in Tar Valon.
Yeah.
Like, come on down. The only reason we don't let the White Cloaks in is because they can't do their thing without actually causing up trouble. Yeah. Like, and starting fights. Like, as long as you can do it civilly, then it's cool. And it's just kind of funny. So it's just this conversation about intermingling these societies now, and the entire premise is like, hey, if your way of life is stronger and right, then you will win. Which I disagree with that. I disagree with the statement that if your way of life is better, then it for sure wins. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna, like, people will go along with the way that's actually better for them.
Right.
I don't know. So,
but in the same breath, there are going to be Damani who don't want to be uncollared.
Exactly, right? Yeah. Who don't want to be uncollared because, like, what if it's a trick, right? Like, what if it's a trap?
It is, right?
Yeah. And that's just what I'm thinking is, like, propaganda is a hell of a drug. So that's the whole thing is just this conversation now is, like, looking big picture into what might happen in the world between the White Tower and the Seanchan. Like, there's some pretty big ramifications of, like, what might come out of this. But anyways.
So now, does Tuon agree to this?
I don't feel
really, right?
I don't feel like we get a definitive yes or no. It's like a hypothetical. Like, okay, we can talk about this. Like, she doesn't shoot it down, but I also don't feel like this is
she doesn't say yes for sure. I
don't feel like it's a firm we're doing this agreement here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
I was waiting because I was like, oh, good.
Yeah,
let's do that. Let's go free them all right now.
Yeah, like we don't have that. We for sure don't have that. We might have, like, a potential for future conversations.
What I thought. I just wanted to know if I missed it.
Yeah. Now, what we do need to talk about is, hey, what about all those Dark Friends and the Sharns? Can we just, like, color them?
All of the Dreadlords.
Can we just color those guys? Because like we don't want to waste. We don't want to waste resources. And all of our Seanchan people came here thinking they're going to get a whole bunch of new Damani. So, like, is that cool?
Can we just have
Are they fair game?
Yeah.
Just like.
And Egwene's like, no. Not even Dark Friends deserve to be collared and enslaved.
Yeah, like we can try and execute them, but no, you don't just get, like, free Damani just because they're evil. Or, again, like, the Sharns also aren't even necessarily like, we don't know enough to know that they're evil. Mm-hmm. Like, all bad people.
Yeah, we don't know if they're Dark Friends or if, like, their leaders have been compelled and they don't even know who they're fighting and why.
At best, we know that Forsaken, like, Demandred is leading them, and that does not make all Sharns bad guys.
Right.
Even the way
that would make every place on this continent
everywhere
everyone's bad guys.
Exactly.
Because Forsaken have been undercover everywhere.
Got them all. Yeah. Yeah, like literally everyone. It's so funny. So, so Egwene says no, you don't get all of them for free.
Yeah, and then she says, oh, you want to talk about wasting resources?
Yeah, it's such a good hook.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
Okay, do it. So.
Every single Sualdam is actually a Mareth Damani.
Boom, and Fortune is like, don't spread those lies. Although, it's not true.
Question.
Yeah.
Tuon was at the circus.
Yeah.
And she saw what's her face get collared.
Was it Rena or
Seta? One of them.
Seta? Yeah, at the
she saw it. It happened. Yep. And she saw it, and I remember, like, oh, now she knows, and she's gonna change her tune.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
Yep.
Books and books ago.
Doesn't seem like she's changing her tune here.
No, but for her to be like, lies, like she's never heard of this before.
Yeah.
But she's
Are you surprised though? Like,
she's going on crazy loophole journey.
Well, and she also does the whole, like, hey, being able to learn how to channel isn't the same as being
inherent
like being
ability.
being a Damani, blah 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 blah. So
And she goes, oh, yeah, why don't you snap a collar around your neck and see?
Yeah, are you gonna? I love the line too, because she's like, do that, and are you gonna follow your own laws? Like literally calling her out, and I love the fact that it's in front of all these other blood nobility too, because if this was just in a closed room between Fortuna and Egwene,
we're about to get into legitimate fisticuffs.
We are actually really close, and I don't want to sing Matt's praises for. I wanted to watch this happen. Yeah, I know.
Because Egwene probably would end up getting her butt kicked.
Well, are we limiting it to no channeling allowed?
Yeah, no channeling.
Well, then for sure Egwene's going to lose. Like, she's not a fisticuffs lady.
No, I know. And Tuon's so good at it.
Yeah.
But if Egwene could get just like one punch in.
I don't feel like
that would feel. I would love it if Egwene could just punch Tuon in the face.
Although I want to agree with you, I don't think the punch that Egwene could deliver would be sufficient to even. It would be like she would shrug it off so easily. I love Egwene for a lot of reasons. It's not because she's got a strong punch.
No, I know. It's not about a strong punch. It's just I just wanted her to get a deck in.
But punching someone badly is worse than not punching them at all.
Is it though?
Yeah, because then you punch them and they're like, ha.
You know what's so vindicating?
What? Punching someone?
Hermione punching Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, but she throws a punch at another skinny little Draco boy who also can't fight.
Yeah.
Tuon can kill people with her hands.
Sure. However,
so it's just the difference there.
It feels like, yeah, get him. Yeah. You know? That's what I wanted. I know that it wouldn't turn out well actually, but there's this part of me that's just punch her right in the face.
Yeah. No, I get
right in the face.
I get what you're saying. I get it. Okay. So
we need to take a break and a shot.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let me just finish my thought on this
here.
Oh
yeah, okay.
Because
Matt
that
comes
devolves.
In and is stop it.
Yeah, that devolves because now we have got Egwene saying, "Hey, Fortuna, snap a collar on your pretty little neck," just a little callback there, and then it's just Fortuna saying, "I'm gonna personally break you, as Damani again. I'm gonna get you again." It's just that back and forth that devolves into Egwene.
Chest poking.
Almost. She does. I don't think she actually chest pokes her. She brings a finger up to do it, but then Fortuna's super quick. And that's when Matt has to jump in and,
Yeah, because that's when Egwene goes to embrace the power. And honestly, a punch in the face, a wrap Tuon up in air, whatever it is, it would be good.
How about a punch in the face that's propelled by air, capital A air, so it's harder. Knocks a couple of teeth loose. That I could get behind.
And then it's do you want some healing?
Yeah.
That would be so good.
Okay. Let's take a shot for this conversation, which went, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Okay? Not okay? How do you feel so far about this?
So good.
Okay, on a personal level, but on a military's working together level.
I don't even care. It was just
we're here for a reason.
It was elating. It was just it doesn't even matter what's happening next.
Because at the end of this we have to work together.
This was so good, and I loved it, and I can't wait for more.
Yeah.
I can't wait for more showdowns.
Yeah. Well, good thing Min is here to
enemies to lovers.
And Min's not even it. She's supposed to be here to keep these two apart.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's why she got sent
No.
here. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Shot time, and then we can keep going.
Okay, so we have some shot glasses that have been sent to us. We actually have a couple that have been sent to us.
A few came through, so we got to step up our
drinking game. I guess. Yeah. I'm going to go with these ones first because these shot glasses have been sent from the UK to us, back to the UK.
Why?
And then back to us again.
Because Canada Post or something?
It said that it was unclaimed at our P.O. box.
Good.
So I don't even really know what that means because...
It's good.
Who's to say?
There have been strikes.
We didn't get notification and whatever. I have no idea. But anyway, so it got back to them, then... They sent it back to us again.
That's so nice that they resent it.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we have to read about it.
For sure.
So this is from Richard.
What a chapter for it to be on, too. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was worth the wait.
It was, yeah. So Richard is from, I'm going to butcher this, Northampton, England.
Northampton. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's in England, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to cut out
all the vowels.
At least 50%. Yeah.
Northampton.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, Northampton, England. That's where these shot glasses came from. And they are from the Northampton Saints rugby union team.
Nice.
Because Richard loves rugby.
And Wheel of Time.
And Wheel of Time.
I would have to assume.
Now, he tells us in his note that we're going to be disappointed to learn that you can't currently buy a Cornish pasty at the Northampton Stadium. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah.
They used to have a van.
Aren't they pasties?
Pasties. What did I just say?
Pasties.
Did I do it again?
I think so.
Okay. We used to have a van from the West Cornwall Pasty Company, but they were frauds anyway, based in Newport, Wales.
That's so good.
I used to think of you while enjoying my pre-made match pasty and pint.
That's so funny. That actually sounds so good.
Yeah.
And you know what you haven't made in a long time?
Pasties.
And I actually recently had requested that you make them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna submit my formal request again, I think.
Anyway, lots of good information about rugby in this letter.
It's so good.
And cheers to the Northampton Saints.
Northampton. It's got to be something crazy.
It's got to be something crazy.
Cheers.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Richard.
Yeah.
Now, listen, before we move on, I found another instance of woman.
Okay, do it. And then
See how it's too many?
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So during the conversation about whether or not Seanchan emissaries are going to be allowed into Tarvalin to ask if anybody who can channel wants to be collared, Egwene says if they break no laws, I won't silence them. I'd allow white cloaks if they could say their piece without driving men to riot. But light woman, you can't actually believe ... She trailed off, watching for Trewona. She did believe it.
Yeah.
But light woman?
Yeah, it's a lot. No, I get it. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I just want to make sure I have said this. I know I said what Fortuona said, where she tells Egwene, I'm going to break you myself. And then Egwene's response was, I'm going to live for centuries and watch your empire crumble, and I'll be eating popcorn while I'm doing it. Yeah. Like, it's so good. It's so funny.
I'll be eating pasties.
Yeah, the whole time. Double fisting the pasties.
So good.
Okay, so then we get
And that's super accurate. And I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Especially with the new learning of how we can live even longer if we quote retire and release ourselves from our oaths.
And the possibility of like watching the Seanchan Empire crumble. Like,
I plan to live for centuries, lady.
Fantastic.
No, she didn't say
woman.
That. Yeah, woman.
Okay. So then we get the almost finger poke to the chest. And then we got the Fortuona super quick thing happening. And then Matt steps up and shoves them apart.
Well, Fortuona moves with blurring speed and grabs Egwene by the wrist.
Yes, which is why she embraces the power, and then all the Suldam and Damani and the
they're
Aes Sedai,
gasping,
everyone,
and they're all,
everyone's up, but Matt shoves them apart, and then he's like finger wagging both of them, and he says, you both have to be level-headed right now and stop fighting like a bunch of children, and of course, both of them are totally reasonable about that.
And also, reminder, Matt is wearing a medallion.
Right, that he can't.
Because Egwene tries to use the power.
She does, on him.
To remove Matt's hand from hers.
Yeah, no, his hand is on her chest.
Oh.
Very close.
Close to her.
Close to the boobs.
Breasts.
Yes, very close. Okay, anyways, so Matt's going to get a talking to tonight for another thing because he's not being very...
Well, he says, let's be civil, ladies. Don't make me throw the pair of you over my knee.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, so let's end the perspective because I really want to talk about the next one.
Yeah.
And I think we covered pretty much everything here. So Egwene is still in disbelief that Fortuona actually married Matt. And it's so funny because then they have this almost like civil banter. And Egwene's like, did you really marry him? And she's like, yeah. It was kind of like an accident. It was pretty crazy, but like omens and stuff. So,
and Matt's
he's mine now.
So funny.
Like,
she's like, we will have words tonight.
Yeah.
And Matt says, I love words.
It's so good. Okay, so the Seanchan ultimately agree that yes, they are going to fight. They're not under the control of the Aes Sedai.
The Aes Sedai, not Egwene in this moment right now.
Yes, and she's like, you can send suggestions about the battle and like what the tactics will be, and we'll consider them, but we're not under your orders here. And we will send Damani and Suldam to help defend your army now. So, like, that's the immediate thing that's going to happen. So, like, we do have some agreement to actually work together to some extent. And then Egwene and Gawain both agree that they have to, like, keep him at arm's length and, like, watch him. So, they don't have a lot of choices. They have to. They have to deal with this. So, let's just
Patterns be patterning.
Yeah, like anybody who wants to kill a Trolloc is a friend right now. So, yeah, we got to do it.
Unless they're your mortal enemy.
Even then, you can be enemies and still kill Trollocs together.
Gonna have to, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Are you ready for the next perspective?
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Hold on, though, because is Tuon ever going to get a collar around her neck?
You tell me.
That's what I need to predict.
You tell me.
I would love it.
That's not the question you asked yourself. You can't give an answer to a different question.
Would I like it?
Sure.
I would like it only if it results in Tuon being like, fine, this sucks.
Okay, well, if we're going to play crazy hypotheticals that'll never happen, like, what are we doing here?
Okay, fine. Then I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to take the high road like Egwene, who's like, we can't even call her dark friends.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Aja, because
and you're going to say, no, nobody deserves a collar.
Nobody deserves a collar.
Not even Fortuna.
Or Elida. Because don't forget, Elida is currently collared and probably here with them.
I mean, maybe.
Hold on. No. Now like... I'm excited.
Wouldn't that be a twist? Not even a twist, just like a thing that happens.
It's just a thing that's gonna happen.
And then Egwene can give that little half wave that Matt gave to her to Elida. Hey. Is that good for you?
Took your job. But I will uncollar you, but you can't have your job back.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay.
We'll uncollar her just to throw her in prison?
Yeah, try and execute. Like, that's the way that Egwene would want to do things.
Yep.
Which would be, I mean, that's
fine. That's the point.
That's the point, is that that's better than collaring. And I agree. Okay. Now can we?
Okay, fine.
Okay. Well, you have to talk first.
I know. Okay, so we're going to jump into Elaine's perspective. And Elaine is here, and she's with the army just outside of Cairhien.
Yes, to the north.
To the north. There's a bunch of stuff going on. They're battling because the
Okay, maybe I'll explain what's happening. Because
they've been battling for so long. Egwene's super tired.
Yeah, we get specifics about like what's been happening with the battle strategy.
Oh yeah, battle.
Yeah, was that not clear?
Boom. Dragons, channeling.
Yeah.
Boom.
So she's really tired now because it's been all day. It's almost sunset. It's almost the evening here.
So we assume the sun came back out at some point.
Yeah. Well, it's super cloudy too. Like it's kind of funny, but like, yes, we have all the time wonkiness, but I also didn't specifically look again, and I should have, but I didn't. But I also didn't see any references.
There was no reference to the sun.
Anyways.
Except for we know that it's like daylight or like it's the daytime.
But it's cloudy.
Yeah, sure.
And so it's dark. Yeah, there was a specific reference where it's like the sun isn't really out because it's so dark and cloudy. But anyways.
It's hard to say.
It's not the important part of this perspective.
No, I guess not.
So Elaine's been doing a pretty kick-ass job of helping hold the lines all day. She can barely sit upright in the saddle. And then we get this thing where she passes out, but then it's actually okay because Brigida and the people around her like saw her, I guess, getting woozy and caught her before she actually fell. So now they're retreating. But the whole thing that we need to remember is
Elaine is pregnant.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, that's
the
one.
I did
the
forget
important
that for
thing.
a second. Especially since I just predicted that she's like going into labor or something.
She is going to be fine. That's the only thing you need to remember.
But how long is Rand actually in there for compared to out here for?
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
Who's to
say?
So
it could be months out here. So
kids could be teenagers and moving out, but by the time that Rand's done his battle, who knows?
Honestly?
Who knows?
Could be.
Okay, so for the battle, boom thing that you said.
That's what happens.
We're going to get some specifics because we are battling the army, the Trolloc army on the north side of Cairhien. We have to defeat it quickly, as a reminder, because the portion of Trollocs that are coming from the south are supposed to be here at the earliest tomorrow. Like at the earliest, if they push. So we're trying to defeat this army. So we are committing basically all of our forces to defeating this Shadowspawn army on the north side first. Now, Elaine, since she passed out and is pregnant, mostly because she passed out, they are retreating to the command center to check in on how things are going with the plan. And it seems that things are actually going pretty well. Like, things are going pretty good. I would say they're going great according to the first phase of the plan. The reason, stop looking at me like that, the reason why Things are going actually well.
Mm-hmm.
Elaine's
it's
been
because it's all a ruse, and it's not actually going well. And
enough out of you.
It's a false sense of security because it's
Enough out of
just
you.
what Lan felt.
No.
Things were going good until they were not.
Okay,
it's exactly the same.
Right now, the Trollocs have hit the... I'm going to use my hands as a... Okay, so the Trollocs have hit the bowed line of defenders.
Sure.
And just by the natural result of the Trollocs hitting is it seems to the Trollocs that they're pushing in, which typically would be really good news for the Trollocs because you're breaking the line and the formation of the soldiers, so it's easier to kill the soldiers. However, that's what they want to happen because now we've got the troops basically encircling the Trolloc army on the north side, and then we've got the Aiel coming in from behind. We've got like archers, like so we're actually doing good, and it seems like if the circumstances were better, things would be going to plan.
Good thing, though.
Pause. Hold on. Before we get there.
They're not.
Yeah. So effectively, we have the Trollocs on the north side of the city locked in an engagement, and we're encircling them. So hypothetically, we should be able to kill all of them in a timely manner.
Before tomorrow, when the other
group
of Trollocs get here.
So we have committed all of our channelers to helping. Elaine is exhausted, can barely channel anymore, like barely a trickle because she's been filling in gaps in the lines and like preventing Trollocs breaking through all day. She's been doing a fantastic job. And Brigida has actually been very nice to Elaine about this. And she was like, you did a great job today. And like, it was really good that the soldiers saw you fighting. Like, this was overall really good. So like, there is the first half of this chapter, there is a general good feeling and positive feeling about what's happening. Things have gone well.
And you know what we know about this book series?
Things can always be worse than you expect.
If you think things are going well, you are wrong.
It's like Survivor or Big Brother or any reality TV. It's like if you think you're safe, that's when you're actually getting voted out.
That's when you're not safe.
Tonight. Like you're done. If you thought you're safe, no way.
Yeah.
No way. Okay.
The problem is I don't think Elaine has ever seen Survivor.
You know what? I never considered that.
Yeah. If
I don't even know.
Watched...
I don't think she even has cable.
You don't even need that anymore to watch it.
She's got no streaming services.
Yeah, okay. Then you can't watch it.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so things are going okay. Then Brigida and Elaine start to hear horns in the distance. And they're like, what's that? Where's
it
that
must be because we're winning.
What's that?
Those
our horns?
Horns of victory. I love these horns.
Oh, no. What's that to the south?
It's the second Trolloc army. It's arrived ahead of schedule.
Much ahead of schedule.
And you know what? Yeah. Normally... planes arriving ahead of schedule?
Good news.
Good news.
When it's a plane full of Trollocs,
bad
news. Okay. So, Brigida is like,
Didn't Bashir say that they were supposed to be here until tomorrow?
At the earliest. And that's why their entire plan was like, crush the Northern Army. We have committed all of our forces to this. So, Elaine's like, it doesn't matter now. Because right now she's like in still... we need to do something mode here. Doesn't matter now because one way or another, they're here. We got to do what we can to slow it down. So they get to Bashir, and this is when things really start to heat up a little bit here. So they get to Bashir, who is in the middle of a heated argument with Tam. And it's like, why is Tam Al-Thor arguing with Bashir? What is happening?
He's just a simple farmer. What does he know about anything?
What is happening? Okay.
Turns out Tam knows everything.
Yeah.
Tam knows everything more than we know everything.
Okay. Now, Bashir's like, hey, Elaine, this is a disaster. And we need to pull out through gateways. And then Elaine says,
like, we can't.
We can't.
We've exhausted the kinswomen, and most can barely channel. Never mind making gateways.
And she spent all day fighting, and she's like completely donezo. She's tapped.
And Bashir says... let's retreat to the city.
Yeah, let me get my maps. I don't know.
And Elaine is like, what the hell are you talking about? Of course we're not going to do that. That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, and the reason for that, just as a reminder for anyone, so if we retreat into the city, number one, then we're just surrounded in a city by a bunch of Trollocs. And the whole point of the let's not just camp up behind the walls. We don't
want just like civilians.
And we have dreadlords who will tear the walls apart. And it doesn't matter. Like we saw what happened in Meridon. Like it doesn't matter. You can't hide behind city walls anymore. That's not a thing. And then we also have our entire force.
There's no way to disengage.
We can't disengage. We are locked in battle with this northern force of Trollocs completely. We cannot retreat. We've got no reserves. We've got no channelers. Like this, that's not a thing. It's not possible. So we are trapped. Basically, there's between two Shadow Spawn armies and about to be holed up in the city temporarily until they break through the walls and we all get murdered.
Yeah.
So
no, we're not going to the city.
Yeah, so this is a catastrophe.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is the timing on this should be impossible.
Based on our scouting reports.
Yeah, and Elaine's like, this is like they had it planned. Ah.
And then Tam says, I think they did.
Yes. Okay, so Bashir starts getting all heated.
Ooh, defensive, some might say.
Uh-huh, yeah. And Elaine is like, no, I want to hear what Tam has to say. So Tam drops a bunch of bombshells here. Of
course he does.
So he says, Bashir hasn't been using the Aiel to scout. And Elaine's like, what do you mean? I've read the reports. They've been scouting.
And Tam says they've been faked.
Yes, the reports have been faked. So Tam has talked to Bale. Bale says that the Aiel haven't been sent out on scouting details for the last couple of days because they thought the Two Rivers men were doing it.
And Tam's like, Two Rivers men definitely
we're
didn't
not
get
doing
the
it.
order to do that.
Arganda thought that the White Cloaks were doing it. Galad thought that the band was doing it.
And Talmanis is like, the band definitely wasn't doing that.
Band's not doing it either. So finally, everyone's like, okay, so everyone is like getting different information. No one's scouting, and everybody looks at Bashir. And then Elaine's like, hey, who's been watching? Like, who's been scouting? Who's watching our backs? And that's when realization hits Elaine.
Yeah.
This is planned.
It's planned. Now,
okay.
Her conclusion
is
wrong.
Okay, so her conclusion is Davern Bashir is a dark friend. Boom. Sleeper cell, like laying low,
Elaine
and he is
feels cold to the bone, relieves him of duty. He starts arguing, and then what's his wife's name?
De'Ara, yeah.
Okay, so she's here, and she puts her hand on his arm, looking at Elaine with fire in her eyes, and then Bashir tries to start blaming Tam.
Yeah, and saying, like, he must be the reason why the reports are, like, not right. So, okay.
And then Elaine says, Talmanis, have 5 red arms put Lord Bashir and his wife under guard.
Yeah, so we're going to take them away and make sure they're under guard because if they're dark friends, like, this is a huge implication for so many things. We'll talk about it in a second.
Kay.
Let's get through the specifics and then we'll talk about stuff.
Okay.
So we need to get all of the commanders together right now. So we're in such a crisis mode right now.
If we can't crush the rest of these Trollocs on the north side in the next hour, we're dead.
Yeah, Est and the B. Yeah, so it's terrible. So it's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is that? What's Est and the B?
Or The Office? Can't remember. It's one of those. Anyways, it's not good. It's bad. So she's in crisis mode. We're going to get all of our commanders together because right now we can't just rely on one person. Like, we got to get everybody in on this. We need to start moving troops around here. So we are going to get Talmanis to pull the dragons out because we can't really fire on the northern army right now because we're surrounding them.
We're locked in battle, yeah.
We're locked in battle and it's just going to do more damage. So let's move them to a hill so we can start firing on the southern approaching army. Then we can also get the Ogier moved up to protect the dragons at all costs because we're going to need as much firepower as possible because now we have no channelers for this second army. Like, that was the whole plan was to have a little bit of time to rest before the southern army comes. And then we need Tam moving in the Two Rivers bowmen onto the hills. We need the Legion of the Dragon with the cavalry who's exhausted, but we got to do it. And then we can get as many crossbowmen here to start slowing down this southern force any way possible. Because if we can't crush the northern force, then we are screwed. It is not good. So
yeah.
That's how that's how it ends. That's the cleanup that we're gonna try to do.
Okay.
But let's talk about this. You said that her conclusion, I think was the word you used. Her conclusion that Bashir is a dark friend is wrong.
It's wrong.
Explain that.
So we saw Grendel / Hessalam.
Okay.
Rooting around.
Yes. Okay.
In.
Okay.
Deirdre? What did you say her name was?
De'Ara.
De'Ara's dreams.
Yeah.
She also was in Ituralda's camp at one point.
Okay.
And it's safe to assume she's messing around with the captains.
The great captains.
Oh. So I don't think Egelmar's a dark friend. I don't think Bashir's a dark friend. And I'm just waiting on something to go poorly for Ituralda.
Yeah.
And so probably what's happening is she's
then Bryn is a great captain too.
And Bryn.
Is a great captain. He's the Aes Sedai. He's with the Aes Sedai right now. So.
Yeah, but then the Sharans,
that was actually
yeah, that was
that's
a whole
little
thing,
different.
But that's a Demandred, so
true.
It's taken care of a little bit.
For sure.
So Grendel is doing a thing that is messing up what's happening.
Yeah. Okay.
For everyone.
Okay.
It is confuddling
Yeah.
the leaders of the armies who are in charge of stuff.
Just enough?
Just enough.
Yeah.
Just enough that certain plans are getting a little messed up.
Like when the reserve troops crash into each other when they're trying to fill in a hole.
Exactly.
Or
with Agelmar.
Because
you're... everyone's questioning Agelmar right now and his motives and what's going on, and this is getting a little bit too strange.
Yeah.
And too many mistakes have been made. Like, we're thinking this is weird.
Just like little ones to not get caught.
This also, even the stuff about, well, let's go hop over the rivers.
Yeah.
And go do this. Because, like, they sort of got closed in over there. There's a whole weird thing that...
It's just, like, not going well enough. It should have been
easy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it, like, wasn't. And so I don't know if she's compelling somehow through dreams, if she's infiltrating and messing things up, planting reports.
Sure.
Making things... But it's not that they're dark friends. And I have to say,
you don't think Bashir is a dark friend.
I do not think.
So what's interesting too
or
is
Agelmar, which I do think is going to come out probably soon. That they're going to say that he's a dark friend.
Because like Lan has been like watching Agelmar's
and then
stuff
that's
now.
about to that's like probably the next thing that's about to happen.
Yeah.
And I think what's going to end up happening is it's going to be like, oh no, they're not dark friends.
Yeah.
It's actually
just getting
messed with.
Yeah, which is bad because like they're not being messed with enough that it's obvious, which is almost more damaging because it's like plans are almost going right.
Angry.
Yeah, he's angry and he's
Agelmar also angry.
Yeah.
Like both of them angry and frustrated.
Yeah.
And having a hard time controlling their emotions and grasping like what's going on around. Like,
so if they're not dark friends and they're being messed with slightly, then that would be confusing as to why things aren't going to plan.
Yeah, because he's like, I have the reports.
I have reports. And if he thinks that he does have reports about it, but it's actually just him being messed with in the brain, then that would be challenging, and that's bad.
That's like...
Oh, yeah, that's some implications.
100% what's happening right now.
Honestly, I thought you were going to go down the whole... Because it's Bashir, and then that's Tenobia.
Yeah.
And your whole thing was Tenobia.
I do still think Tenobia's a dark friend.
Because then I was like, well, are you going to start blaming like File? That's File's dad.
No, I do think Tenobia's a dark friend.
Okay. Still?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And I don't think Bashir is.
Interesting. Cool. We've known Bashir for a long time.
I know.
Yeah. But we've known other dark friends for a long time too.
But they've always given me, like, I haven't been so surprised by any Dark Friend reveals. And Bashir really doesn't track for me.
Sure.
Same with Agelmar.
Sure.
Unless Agelmar was like, and I think I said this last time.
Ingtar or what
the Ingtar thing from The Great Hunt.
Yeah.
Somehow in it together for all this time.
Well, and that's what we're talking about is like the sleeper cells of like planting people who will do things at the very last moment when it really matters. Like those are super dangerous, but how do you actually do that? Like,
and is that how they became great captains? Is from the help of Forsaken?
I mean, who knows? Who's to say, right? So, but that's what you're going with?
No, I'm going with not.
That's what you're going with. Interesting.
I think this is wrong.
Yeah. So now what though? Like if
I don't know
if that's true. If that's true. What?
Now what? We fight the Trollocs.
We fight the Trollocs. With what? But okay, but like on the grander scale here, if our great captains are compromised, like that's
good. Keep them in lock.
Yeah.
Until we win.
Get new commanders. We don't need them.
Yeah, and don't tell a Forsaken who your new commanders are. Keep it like all secret who your commanders are.
Yeah.
Because they're all just gonna get infiltrated. Although Grandel was hopping around.
Yeah, she got work to do.
And was all mad by the parent fight because she's got shit to do, and it's like,
you want to win the last battle? You want to be the neighbor?
You better work, slut. Yeah. Work, bitch. So that's where I stand on that.
Interesting.
That's interesting. Did you think I was going to think?
I don't know. I didn't know.
I'm not taking this at face value. I'm not believing it.
You don't believe it, and I appreciate that because I was going to yell at. I was prepared to yell at you tonight and say, "Don't slander."
Elaine believes it. Are you going to yell at Elaine?
I am pretty sure I yell at Elaine every other time. All the time. She gets the brunt of it. Often. Don't come in here and yell at me about Bashir. Don't spread slander. Yeah.
Well, it's pretty founded. Like there's very significant evidence right now against Bashir, and it's going to have to come out somehow.
Yeah, with the whole scouting thing, like he's for sure at some level compromised, whether that is he is a dark friend or he's been messed with, but like to what extent on
and we know for sure.
Yeah.
Well, from what Lanfear told parents.
Yeah.
So secondhand knowledge.
Yeah, but why would Lanfear even lie?
No, right? She wouldn't. I don't think she about this. I don't think she would, because she's like, well, she was just rooting around in your wife's mom's, your mother-in-law's dreams.
Yeah.
So she's in on it too, unless she's the one who's messing stuff up.
Lanfear?
No, Deidre.
De'Ara. Yeah.
What if De'Ara's the dark friend and she's the one messing stuff up for her husband? And he doesn't know she's a dark friend? Like, that would be weird. Well, Never mind, I take it back.
Yeah,
I think they're both compromised.
Worse, yeah.
Like, even if she's the one who's doing the compromising.
Yeah, or she's just like a supportive wife who's seeing her husband being accused of being a dark friend right now.
Yes, but it was also reported to us that Grandel's messing in her dreams.
Okay. So yeah, this is pretty big deal. Pretty big deal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
This was so good. This is my favorite chapter of this book.
Yeah, okay.
So far. But I can't imagine it being topped. This was so good for me. Like, this is exactly everything I want in a chapter. More drama.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Like, less fighting, less battles, more drama. I've been missing that a lot this book.
Right. Okay. Well, that's it. That's all. On to the next chapter.
Okay, let's do it. And before you go ahead and live for centuries so you can see your enemy's empire crumble, I'm going to say that this is part of the pattern now.
Yeah, it's part of the pattern.
Well, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. The Wheel Weaves is hosted and edited by Dani and Brett, produced by Dani and Brett with Passion Socks, Cody Feltz, Mo Zyme, Jamie Young, Jared Berg, Ricky Morissette, Matt Truss, Antoine Benoit, MKM, Megan, Colby T, Gabby Young, Rycat, Chris G, Sarah Creech, Saverio Bartolini, Megs621, Hamar's Lament, William Johnson, and Courtney B. With music by Audionautics. Now, be sure to check out our Patreon page if you're interested in supporting us and the podcast. We'd love to send you some Patreon exclusive merchandise as a thank you. Plus, you'll gain access to our episodes earlier than everyone else. And at the time of recording, we have over, I think, 50 bonus episodes at patreon.com/The Wheel Weaves podcast. So you can find all of that and more over there. For general information about our show, like how to get in touch with us, how to send us shot glasses, how to join our Discord, you can visit thewheelweavespodcast.com. And as always, please be sure to give us that 5-star review because it really does make a huge difference in helping people find us. And be sure to tell a friend, Riyadh, because referrals really are the best compliment. Thanks again for listening. This really is part of the pattern now.